These are my own words from my own paper that got an A. Don't steal them, please. I think it got an A. I honestly don't remember getting a grade for it. I genuinely don't. My memory's not the greatest. If the person watching this video is who I think it is, don't say anything about my memory, okay? I get it. Don't. Hello, special children. What is up? The title of my freshman paper, freshman in high school, I'm only a sophomore. The National Committee of Pay Equity, also known as the NCPE, was formed. The NCPE is a combination of several organizations that are striving to eradicate discrimination against gender and race. And you're probably like, Amaya, why did you decide to do this? Because it's almost March, and March is International Women's Month, and this is what I did my paper on last year, and I thought it was interesting, so shush and listen. Okay. One of the cases that tested this labor law was the Oregon case, County of Washington versus Gunther, which was tried in 1981. Guess what happened? Prison matrons, who are basically the security guards in charge of the female prisoners in Oregon, earned $200 less than deputy sheriffs, which are the security guards, you guessed it, in charge of looking after the male prisoners. The case reached the Supreme Court and won, making sure all prison matrons in Oregon were paid the same amount as the deputy sheriffs. So the women that were in charge of overseeing the female prisoners were being paid now, after taking it to the Supreme Court, the same as the men who were watching over male prisoners. But unfortunately, that didn't get enough attention because people are still doing the same mess. Love that. Though the NCPE has caused an extreme amount of change since their founding, the fight for equal pay for women is still an enormous issue. Now, how was that? It was beautiful, I know, because I know it was. You don't have to tell me. Hi, this camera is still bothering me. It's fine. No, it's not. Change the camera angle again, but look at this lighting. It's great. Yeah. In order to understand why America should put an end to equal pay for women, one must delve into the history, understand the effects, and review the current solutions. These are the 3 main points that I talked about in my paper, and I'm gonna talk about them now. Anyways, by 1911, female teachers in New York were granted the same amount of pay as their male counterparts. In New York. And that was 1911. In 1917 and 1941, respectively, you know what years those are, that's right, World War I and II. There was a great help to women's pay for this because most of the men had to go fight in the war because women weren't allowed to at that time. Shocker, I know. So there was no one left to, do work, go to factories and teach. So who was home? Women. And guess what they did? They took over the labor force and they got stuff done. But after the war, well, men had to come back home, and they needed something to do. I have the most brilliant solution. Let's take all the jobs that we gave to the women and give them back to the men. I concur with that. Let's do exactly what you just said. And they did. I'm gonna keep reading. This is some good stuff. I should have read this a long time ago. Anyways, at the time, the National War Labor Board advised that women be paid the same amount Same amount. That's called equal, guys. It's like these two little... Excuse you? It's like these two little lines that mean, hey, I got this thing. You should get this thing too because we're doing the same amount of work. Okay. Anyways. After the wars, the male veterans needed work, like I just said, and women were once again expected to stay home and take care of the kids. Great. So the fight was once more put to the side. I know how to bring in some tensions. The Secretary of Labor, I'm not going to say the name because I'm going to butcher it, but I'll put it here. Enjoy that. Enjoy this name. Okay, anyways. He said, let's emphasize the he on this particular part, there is no sex difference in the food she buys or the rent she pays. There should be none in her pay envelope. A man of culture, of respect and dignity. Boom, chaka, laka. Anyways, he tried to pass the Equal Pay Amendment of 1947. Guess what happened? It didn't get passed. No surprises there. The fight continued, however, causing John F. Kennedy to sign the Equal Pay Law in 1963. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 banned discrimination of any kind, including race, origin, color, religion, gender. Yet, what is still being done to this very day? Discrimination of all kinds, race, origin, color, religion, and gender. Unless you're old white men, we don't care about you, said society. And I laughed at society in return and shook my head. Shook is like this. Nod is this. This is shaking your head, okay? The braids add to the effect. Or the twists, I would say. I forgot where I was going with that metaphor, but it was going to be hilarious. Okay, next. Again, I am still in a lot of pain, and I could again vomit at any moment, but I'm doing this for you. Okay. Anyways, the NCPE held the first Equal Pay Day in 1996. They declared that this year's Equal Pay Day, when I mean this year, I mean last year, because that's when I wrote this. They declared that this year's Equal Pay Day was Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. This date signifies how women must work 15 months in order to make what a man earns in 12 months. A Tuesday was chosen. March 31st, 2021 is a Tuesday. A Tuesday was chosen in order to symbolize how women must work 7 days in order to make the same amount a man would make in 5 days. Let me explain it like this. The week, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 days. So say a man works all 5 days. He earns, I'm making up numbers. I don't know salaries. Sue me in the comments, okay? So for that week, let's say he gets, again, I don't know salaries, so just fight me in the comments. Let's say he gets $500 for working that 1 week. A woman must work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the next Monday, and then Tuesday to earn that same $500. Bogus, isn't it? Again, the same thing. So let's say a man works 12 months, which is 1 year, and his annual salary is, again, fight me in the comments, I don't know salaries, is $15,000. That's not good. Let's raise it up to $30,000. That's better. Still not good, but it's better. $30,000. A woman must work, you guessed it, the whole year, and then January, February, March, which is 15 months, to earn that same that same $30,000. It's a mess, I know. But do you get why it's in March and why on this particular, I think it's going to be in March again, why it's Tuesday in March that this takes place. I thought that was pretty smart of whoever came up with that. Like, I hope they got a raise. Doesn't feel like a lot until you accidentally write 10 pages. Anyways, Laura Tyson explains why women make less money than men. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to this very carefully, special children. She illustrated such colorful words. I love it. Who wrote this? Oh, wait. It was me. Guilty as charged. She illustrated that, unfortunately, one of the harmful sources of unequal pay for women is the motherhood penalty. I want you to think about that. I'm not even going to explain it yet. Just think about it. I'll say it again and put it up here. The motherhood penalty. Okay. According to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development Development, also known as the OECD, and the studies that they have conducted, the motherhood penalty amounts to about 7% of wage reduction, as in taking it back, as in no, you can't have any, per child. Do you know what that means? Let's talk about my mother, okay? My mother, a lovely woman who will probably be watching this. Love you, Mom. Anyways, let's take my mom, for instance. My mom has 4 kids. That's a lot of kids. They're saying that 7% wage reduction per child means that every time my mother has a child, they take 7% of her wages. And do what with them? Probably something stupid. Why? Just for funsies, I suppose, because they can. The OECD, which again stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Again, this is my paper, it's my own words, and I'm feeling it. Like, this is pretty interesting stuff. I should have read this a while ago. Anyways, the OECD data has found some evidence of a fatherhood premium. Again, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think that over. Let's put the word up again above. Fatherhood premium. Yes, laugh. Laugh all you want. I'm laughing on the inside. Yes, you guessed correctly. This means that the number of children a man has gives him a positive boost regarding his wages. That's right. So say, again, a man has 4 children. Bro, you got 4 kids? You need to take care of them. They need your support. Yes, laugh it up. Laugh it up. It's hilarious in the most heartbreaking way. Anyways, this man has 4 kids. Bro, you need some more help. That's a lot of kids. My God. What are you gonna feed them? Are they gonna dress correctly? Bro, they need Jordans. Let's not play, okay? And they're gonna need slides. So you get a 7% increase for each child you have. 4 kids? What's 4 times 7? I don't know. 28. 28, because 4 times 8 is 32, and you subtract that. 28. You get a 28% increase in your wages. You're welcome. Laura Tyson, who I mentioned before, is an economist and professor, commented during her interview, "It really is quite remarkable. A parenthood premium for males and a penalty for females. Why is this? Because there's gender racism, okay? You can't, I didn't coin that term. It doesn't, my friend did, but you can't have it. It's hilarious though. Anyways. Ooh. This next sentence. These discrepancies are not only deleterious to women, but also to their families. Did you just hear that sentence? I'm a freaking genius, okay? I'm really not. Okay. That being said, globally, the average woman spends longer on unpaid work than she does on paid work. The unpaid work, as you know, is usually running a household. Yes, that counts as a job, a full-time job, in fact. Don't play with me. Right? Maintaining a household and raising children. Don't know if I said that correctly. Probably didn't. Experts have said that these work-life imbalances are fueled by stereotypical roles forced upon women. I know we already knew this, and for those who didn't, that's on you, bro. You should know that already. Tyson explained again in her interview that the wage gap is evidence of unadorned discrimination, stereotyping, unsaid biases concerning earnings and promotion opportunities for women. We all know this, and yet nothing is being done. Once again, I'm gonna have to leave you on a cliffhanger. I'm telling you, I didn't even notice this video was gonna be, well, these videos were gonna be this long. It's like at least an hour worth of footage, and I still cut it down some. So I will see you on Saturday for part 3. The final part, I swear. And also, happy surprise. I'm not even gonna count it as Podcast Wednesday. It's just, it happened this way. And I wanna get it over with, the series over with before next week, because I have something planned for next week. So, okay. Thank you for staying this long. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Comment what you want to see next from me, and subscribe and like and all that good stuff. And I hope that everything is a-okay.